are connecting our old water pump again because we still don't have a new one and it's been so dry too soon. Like we plan to buy a new one, but it's not here yet. So that's why we need to use this very old one.
It only rained once during March, right?
Yeah, it rained 3.5 millimeters in March, so that's really terrible. That's why we need to water the garden and the shrubs and everything. And that's why we need this water pump. We need to pour water in here, because otherwise this wouldn't work.
Dirty water.
Yeah, that's rusty water from the pump, I think. There is rust. And this needs to be full, so the sucking is good. Let's go fast. Yeah, it's not working. So this pump is at the end of its life cycle, and new one is very needed. But hopefully today this will work because we need water.
Yeah. Quickly. No. Because if I remember correctly, last year it only worked when we connected a hose and there was water in the hose as well.
Oh yeah.
So maybe it won't work on its own.
You are right. I don't know why, but there is a problem. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do that and hopefully it works. So right into the hose, right?
Yes.
But how? Hold it. Okay, the hose should be full of water now. So let's connect it here. Yeah, it's flowing.
Okay, so quickly.
Out of it. Yeah. So.
Huh?
Yay! It's flowing. So let's take a look. Come on, guys.
We won't know if it's working until we reach the end of the hose.
The new water pump should be more convenient.
A lot more convenient.
Oh, but we have to wait for the water to flow in.
Yeah.
Because it's slow.
We are faster than water.
Yeah. Hopefully it's coming. Guys, this is very exciting.
Huh? I hear something.
Something is happening.
It's pushing the air out.
If not, the water pump will overheat in the meantime. So let's pray the water is really flowing. Yeah.
Oh, phew. Yay!
We have water.
But where is the water barrel?
It's not here yet. So let me water something first.
Good planning,
Where
Han.
should I put it? Into our garden?
Yeah, I guess, but not where the seeds are.
Here?
Okay.
Okay. Let's bring the barrel. We always walk hundreds of miles here in our property. Everything is so far.
Yeah, I walk like 10,000 steps every day here without leaving our property.
So big.
300 liters.
I'm not running anymore.
It's already going into the seeds. Ooh.
Okay, it's quite dirty.
Okay. We will flow it out.
Today we are going to plant 20 shrubs. Not all of them in this area, We had raspberries here before, but then we decided they don't belong here, so we transplanted them elsewhere. And now fast-growing shrubs are going to be here.
And taller ones to hide from this.
Yeah, so that's the mission for today. It's very warm. I love it that I can be in my shorts, and Tommy as well. And of course, my job is to dig holes, because I am a total expert in this already.
You are. We have already dug hundreds of holes.
Yes, and we are filling the barrel here with water, so it's close and the watering of the shrubs goes fast. And the shrubs are waiting here.
Yes. They also need water, so the roots don't dry out in the meantime.
Yes. A few minutes later, and it's going quite well. I dug 7 holes already. And I'm also watering our shrubs directly from the hose. So yeah, I'm quite effective. It's going quite well. I'm surprised because today the soil is not totally dry as I was afraid. There is still a bit of moisture after winter. So that's why it's going quite well, and I'm really glad about that. And the last one in this section is done. I am the best, guys. You would agree, right? So all the holes in this section are done, 15 of them, which is quite a nice achievement, I would say. And Tommy is working in the meantime in the house because it's a work day, so I have to wait for further instructions because there will be a few more shrubs planted elsewhere. So in the meantime, I will continue watering the trees and shrubs that are here behind me everywhere, directly from the garden hose. It's quite time consuming because I have to be here to move the garden hose constantly. But this is the first warm day of the year, you know, one of those when you feel comfortable to be in your t-shirt and shorts and everything. So I don't mind waiting here and just sitting in the sun in the meantime. I also have to say that I'm going to get a haircut soon, but there is no time. So once we find time, Tommy will cut my hair short and it will look better.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we
Today we are planting 23 shrubs and we are concentrating on this area. This is the last part on this side or our property where we are missing shrubs, and we want tall shrubs in this part because there are some dangerous things behind the fence this way. So I bought mainly shrubs that grow quick and tall, like elderberries, so that we'd be safe.
Yeah, it's not our lives that are in danger, but our privacy and well-being. Because there are so many people sometimes on this property, like there is so much going on.
Sometimes even 4.
No, there are many workers and many, I don't know, vehicles, heavy machinery and everything. So we don't want to be visible from that side.
You and I, we got it.
sun is slowly setting and it's getting colder. My honeybee is still planting.
Yeah, and even though the air is warmer today, the soil is still really cold, so I can feel my fingers getting very cold as well. But it's going nicely. Hopefully I will finish today.
Yeah, it's not easy doing work around the house just after your regular work.
Yeah. It's tough, but I like it.
We would need more time for everything. The sun is almost gone. We changed outfits because on these evenings when the sky is clear and the wind is calm, there is no wind, the temperature drops very quickly.
Yeah.
It's going to be a frosty night again. I'm watering the shrubs. This was my idea to put the barrel here, so it's very convenient to have it close. Oh, but I forgot to put mulch here because these shrubs are already watered, and this is the last one Tommy has planted so far. So we are using this dry grass. It is mulch from last year, so I'm using that and watering. So it's going well, but it's quite slow. But hopefully we'll make it today. I don't know.
The days are not long enough yet.
Yeah. Guys, we are half an hour after sunset and we are still planting. I don't know if you can see something in the dark. There are still 3 shrubs left.
I'm here if you can't see me.
Tommy was like, we'll leave the rest for tomorrow. But I was like, no, let's do it today.
Yeah, I was like, my hands are freezing off, but Peter was like, that's okay.
It will be such a great feeling in the evening, I promise. Guys, we've done it. It's totally dark outside now, but we are amazing.
All 23 shrubs successfully planted. And I'm freezing.
Okay, let's go rest and do nothing for the rest of the evening.
Okay, we'll have spaghetti as a reward for dinner.
Yay.
Because it's fast and delicious.
I agree. Okay, let's go.
You saw we already planted some seeds in our garden, but now I would like to get started on other seeds, other plants that need to start growing indoors because they wouldn't survive frosty nights. And that's mainly tomatoes in our climate. So I prepared these little pots. I'm reusing the same ones from last year. Over the years we collected several different kinds of tomatoes. So I have many different kinds to plant. Some of them are already several years old, so the seeds have a smaller chance of sprouting. But I don't want to throw them out, so I will try them anyway. In previous years, I started this activity sooner, already in February sometimes, because I couldn't wait. But I learned my lesson, because at that time there is not enough sunlight. And the plants grow to be very tall with weak stems, and then they break easily outside. So that's not good. I'm going to plant just a few seeds of each kind, because we don't need too many tomatoes. Last year I think we had 12 plants and we had so many tomatoes to harvest. It was amazing, but at the same time we didn't know what to do with all of them. The birds are so alive today and so loud, but I like it. I guess the mating season is starting for them. Okay, so at the end I planted 15 tomato seeds. It's tricky because you usually plant more than you need, since you can't expect 100% success rate, but then you might end up with more than you need. But it's still better to worry about that than not having enough, of course. And I also planted some golden berries and rhubarb, I already tried that last year, but I failed. It didn't grow up at all. So this is my second attempt. And if it fails again, then I will just have to buy a grown plant, I guess. And also some strawberries. We already have normal strawberries, but these are special from the island of Corsica. It's a French island. So we might put them somewhere under a tree or something. We'll see if they grow up. And of course I will need to water them properly, because the seeds need to be wet constantly, otherwise they wouldn't sprout. I'm using here an old baking pan for the water. Today I will leave them outside because it's really warm, but I will then take them in for the night because it's very cold during the night. And we'll see.
I'm digging out thistles and it's a nightmare. Wow, guys, it has such deep roots. It's unbelievable. It's like something from another planet.
Everything you don't want is really hard to get rid of.
Yes. Okay, this root broke, sadly, but look at some of them.
Oh wow, so
I
many.
found many of them.
It's crazy.
These are the roots. Look, so long. It goes like totally into the ground, deep into the ground. It's so big. The plant is small, but the root. So wow. Because this area is very full of thistles. And we need to get rid of them because once they start spreading, it would be a disaster. And there are some of them on the field as well. So that will be my job. Once I encounter a thistle, I have to dig it out.
We enjoy walking barefoot, especially Peter, and they are very dangerous for that, right?
Yes, they are. I already punctured my finger when I was doing something else, just like I touched it and there was immediately a drop of blood on my finger. So they are very sharp and not good to have them.
They're horrible.
Yeah, horrible. We need to throw the thistles here into the general trash because you don't want to have them in your compost or like anywhere because they would spread. They are indestructible. So better to throw them out. Look at the roots.
Wow.
So long. It's unbelievable. And while we are here on our front porch or whatever this is, look at this beauty.
Wow. What is that?
These are crocuses again, violet ones, and we had no idea that they grow here, but they do, and they look so beautiful. It's a small thing, but it makes me happy to see them.
Yeah.
So many of them. And it really does make me happy. It's so interesting how such small things can have such a nice influence. The flowers make our lives more beautiful. And in the meantime, it's evening again, and the countryside will soon get calmer and quieter. Have a nice day, guys, and see you next time. Bye!